What's up, guys and gals? Your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys the latest chapter review for Miscellaneous, the Discord comic drawn by Ben Marsh. All the links will be in the box down below. This is chapter number 7 review. Now, I like this chapter because it had some action and we're getting into some darker themes, but they're played off for right now. But honestly, adding in the dark themes really quick, and we get a little bit of the personality. We're starting to understand what the dynamic's going to be with Tokyo now officially as a part of the group, as a part of the new group. So, but let's just get right into it. So they make it to Seastone City, and they recognize Koji even brings up still being the straight man. Koji is still the straight man in this chapter, just like in previous chapters. And Koji is basically saying, well, we have 2 tickets, we don't have 3. You included Tokyo along, what are we supposed to do about that? And Mist says, well, we'll deal with that when it comes up. It's like, no, it's coming up right now. Like, we don't do this at the very end, like when we can't do anything about it. We should figure out a plan now. So, but this is where Mist notices a guy carrying a crate and telling the crate to shut up. He's like, I wonder what that is. Either way, Mist decides to go ahead and said, here, you two take the tickets. You guys go on the ship and I'll figure it out. Either, maybe I'll pull a boat out or maybe I'll be able to fly out or something like that, right? Pulls out that idea and Mist just goes off on his own. Now, this is where, once again, we get the dynamic a little bit here between Koji and Tokyo and what it's sort of going to be like. Koji just trying to, hey, so, really impressive how you killed that boar. And then we get a little bit of information there, too. Apparently, the person sitting on top of the boar, one of the, if my spidey senses are tingling and are correct, it's one of the Bozo gang. I'm not sure which Bozo, but one of the Bozos has killed the boar and helped Tokyo do it. So Tokyo's just very short, being very short with Koji, not being friendly, not trying to get just standoffish, if nothing else. And Koji's trying and saying, oh, well, all right, what's another topic? Hey, you and I have the same category of power. We're both body manipulators. Isn't that cool? Fascinating. Whatever. And so they're still silent about this, and Koji just acknowledges this is really awkward. And it is. It's sort of like the first time you meet, an ex-boyfriend, or you meet the girl's parents, or something like that. It's like, hey, don't leave us alone here together. I don't know what to talk about. That kind of feeling. So definitely played off very well here. Good job on Ben for the dialogue and how that it felt like an awkward situation, because it is an awkward situation. Like, they just met. This is, people don't just, hey, now we're best buddies. We're best friends the whole time. We can talk freely with each other. Like, this is some realistic interaction, honestly. Now, Mist comes and finds the guy who was hauling the crate. And he said, no, please, let me help you with this. Let me help you. He's like, okay. And then all of a sudden, the crate starts talking and saying Mama and Papa when Buddy says, it's just bags of rice. It's just bags of rice. No big deal. It's just supplies. It's supplies. And Miss goes, yeah, talking rice, huh? So, boom, all of a sudden, Miss takes down Buddy while hauling this crate, which is carrying a human fucking being. So, Miss been working out. Miss been pumping the iron, grabs it, kicks Buddy into the brick wall, and then he lifts it off and he finds a small child. Now, this is where we get a little bit of comedy. Not gonna lie here, the Minecraft, the Mistcraft, the Minecraft face threw me for a loop. I did not expect that one. But then we get a bit of a fan favorite for the second one, because he's doing the whole peekaboo sort of thing with the crate instead, showing off, for the comedic effect. Very anime-esque, very anime humor doing that sort of thing, right? One of them is, of course, the face. Some people might think might be furry Killer Mist. I was looking at this face and thinking of a much darker, much more dangerous, and obese version. This face is reminding me of a certain obese rodent, if you must know. Now, those who've read the Shitpost comic initially, and there is a reaction video on my channel, you can check it out there. I'm not totally convinced that this is meant to be furry Killer Mist. But anyways, moving on. Mist says, well, we'll get you back to your parents. No big deal. I'm glad to be able to help out. We'll take it to the authorities. And he mentions that there's more kids. So not only are we human trafficking, we're children trafficking now. This is wonderful. Now, this seems to be a separate boat from the boat that, in Seasnow City, the boat that Tokyo and Koji are going to get on, because Misk sees that they are hauling multiple boxes. We can assume they're all human children. So he ends up calling Koji, saying that that they should just go get started on the mission. He'll meet up with them later. And so now Koji gets frustrated by this, but Koji and Tokyo are now headed onto the boat. So the last scene of the chapter, we do have the pirates. The pirates are there all cheering, saying, yeah, we're going to make some good money off of this human trafficking and stuff. And this has just been leaning against the wall the whole time, being like, yeah, human trafficking, kidnapping is a crime, human trafficking, like blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, okay, so he names a few of the people. We have Sophia, the artifact hunter. We have Stair Climbing George. I love the name Stair Climbing George. Now that's a title. And then we have Dead Man Kyle, who, yeah, looks about half 1 foot in the grave sort of idea. So either way, they assume that Misk is a bounty hunter, and he corrects them and everything, but then he decides to take them all out, saying that, oh yeah, their bounties are worth a lot. But then we have the captain of the story bunch, Black-Eye Jack. Black Jack, I see what was going there, and he's got an eye, and it's gouged out, so black eye. Yeah, it's kind of cool. You get it, you got it, cool. Now the one thing that I like here, right before we start the fight, is something that, like, Misk is, like, you know, cracking his knuckles and he's ready to go, and he says, well, so if Koji and Tokyo manage to get the egg and everything, and they do their mission, and I get all these bounties brought in to the local authorities, then we can get a better, you know, we can find a better place for the guild. Maybe even get some nice furniture. Now, this is reminding me of a certain greedy party of people in a certain beloved anime. Beloved being a very quote-unquote adjective. And it's giving me some flashbacks. Not gonna lie, giving me some edgy emo flashbacks. That's all I'm gonna say. Moving on. Pretty much, we get a little bit of humor, but they another thing, that right before the attack commences, Black-Eye Jack says another reference to the despising of rodents. This is like the second time in this comic already it's been like, I hate rats, scurrying rats, weasels, rodents, you know, just like a cheap rodent. And, you know, so is that going to be a running theme? Are we just building up the hype for a certain rodent character? You have to wonder, you have to think. The rest of the chapter, as I said, goes on with the fight scene. Misk is taking out these guys like nobody's business. There doesn't seem to be any problem. And the fight choreography is actually done quite well. I'm pretty impressed by Band. I think he was trying his best here to showcase us a lot of, like, some good dynamic fighting, different angles and everything like that. Like, not just keeping it like flat. Trying to keep as much action going and as much different frame of view shots, different perspectives as much as possible. Definitely was pretty cool. So the end of the chapter, of course, starts that Misk is going to take on Black-Eye Jack, who seems to be in one of the categories himself. I'm not sure which category this is by the look of the aura. It doesn't seem to appear like Misk's, and it's definitely not the body manipulation one. So it's either, I believe, it's probably weapons category, if I believe correctly. I'm not 100% sure which one this is. So have to wait and see, because Misk, or initially Koji thought that Misk's aura was weapon category. It's not weapon, so maybe this one's weapon. Maybe so. I'm not really sure which category. I forget what the fourth category is. But either way, really good chapter. Really enjoyed it. Lots of action and stuff. And I think Chapter 8 is going to be even better, because now we're going to see Misk fight an ability user. That's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be pretty hype. So, but what did you guys think of the chapter? I thought it was pretty solid. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Don't forget to drink responsibly as always. As well, right now I definitely am, because I'm not drinking at all. And we'll see you guys back here again next time. Stay tuned. See ya.